Good morning students, this is class 11th maths lecture 2nd of chapter 16th from the book Exemplar. Now question number 11th is the accompanying Venn diagram shows three events A, B, C and also the probabilities. Determine. So see, this is the Venn diagram given in the question. There are three events A, B and C. So the first part is to tell the probability of A. Now see, this is the portion, 0.13 is the portion of probability of A only. A is this complete, so probability of A will be 0.13 plus 0.07, that is 0.2, right? Part B is probability of B intersection C complement, that is probability of B minus probability of B intersection C. Now probability of B includes all of these, so add 0.07, 0.1, 0.15 for the probability of B, and probability of B intersection C is, see this is B, this complete is C, intersection is this part 0.15, right? So you'll get the answer as 0.17. Now next is probability of A union B. For A union B is this complete, right? So add 0.13, 0.07, 0.1 and 0.15, so you'll get the answer as 0.45. Now the last part is probability of exactly one of the three occurs, that is exactly one means either only A or only B or only C, right? So 0.13 plus 0.1 plus 0.28, so the answer will be 0.51, right? Now question number 12 is one urn contains two black balls which are labeled as B1, B2 and one white ball which I have given the name as W, right? And the second urn contains one black ball B and two white balls. One of the two urns is chosen at random. Next, a ball is randomly chosen from the urn. Then a second ball is chosen at random from the same urn without replacing the first ball. That is, first of all, we have to select one urn. Suppose I have selected the first urn. Now I have to select one ball, and without replacing it, I have to select another ball from the same urn, right? So suppose I have selected B1 ball, then the next ball which can be drawn from the first urn, because we are not replacing the ball B1 again in the urn, so the next ball which we will get is either B2 or W, right? So the outcomes can be B1 B2 or B1 W. Now suppose if the first ball drawn is B2, then the next ball can be either B1 or W, and if the first ball drawn is W, then the second ball are either B1 or B2. Similarly for this, if the first ball is B, then the second ball is either W1 or W2. If we selected W1 at the first time, then at the second time the ball can be B or W2, or if the ball W2 has been drawn at the first time, so at the second time the ball drawn will either be B or W1. So these are the 12 elements in the sample space. Now they have asked what is the probability that the two black balls are selected. So probability will be total outcomes is 12, and out of 12 you can see this case and this case are the favorable cases, right, where two balls are selected. So 2 by 12 or 1 by 6, right? Now the next part is one is black and other is white, because they have given that find the probability that the two balls are of opposite color, that is one is black and the other is white. So you can see there are 8 favorable cases, so that one ball is black and the other is white, right? And total are 12, so the answer will be 2 by 3. Now question number 14th is the letters of the word assassination are arranged at random. Find the probability so that 4S come consecutively, that is 4s come together. So first of all, find the total outcomes. These are 13 letters which can be arranged in 13 factorial ways, but we will divide it by, because a is repeating 3 times, 3 factorial. Now s is repeating 4 times, therefore divide this by 4 factorial, and 2 times by 2 factorial, because I is repeating twice and n is also repeating twice, right? So these are the total outcomes. Now the first case, when all the 4s come consecutively or together. Now we will treat this s as one letter. These are the rest letters. Now if we will treat these 4 letters as one letter, now we have in total 10 letters which can be arranged in 10 factorial divided by 3 factorial, because a is repeating 3 times, I and n is repeating 2 times, right? Into, now see, this letter which we considered as 1 actually contains 4 letters which can be arranged in 4 factorial ways, but because s is repeating 4 times, so we have to divide it also by 4 factorial, right? So these are the total outcomes, these are the favorable outcomes. So the probability so that 4s come consecutively will be favorable outcomes upon total outcomes. So when you will divide favorable by the total outcomes, you will get the answer as 2 upon 143. Okay. Second part is that 2i and 2n occur together. So we will treat these 2i's and 2n's as one letter. These are the rest letters. Now these can be arranged in 10 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 4 factorial. Why 3 factorial? For a, and because s is repeating 4 times, into, now this letter can be arranged in 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 2 factorial, because I and n both are repeating 2 times, right? So these are the favorable outcome for this part, and total outcome we have already calculated. So divide favorable by the total outcomes to get the probability, right? Now the next part is all A's are not coming together. So first of all, we will find the probability so that all A's are coming together, right? And then subtract this probability from 1 to get the probabilities when all A's are not coming together. So first of all, we will find the probability of all A's coming together. Treat these 3 A's as one letter. These are the rest letters. So these can be arranged in 11 factorial divided by 4 factorial into 2 factorial into 2 factorial. Because s is repeating 4 times and I and n are repeating 2 times, into this letter can be arranged in 3 factorial divided by 3 factorial, right? So let A be the event all A's are together, then probability of A will be favorable outcomes we have just calculated. Total we have already calculated, so you will get the probability of A as 1 by 26. So the probability of A complement, which has been asked in the question, that is no 2 A's are coming together, will be 1 minus 1 by 26, that is 25 by 26. The next part is no 2 A's are together. See, in the part C, they have said that all A's should not come together. That is, 2 A's can come together. But in this case, they have asked that no 2 A's come together. So for this, first of all, write down all the other letters except A. All the other letters are 4S, then I, N, T, I, O, N, right? These are in total 10 letters which can be arranged in 10 factorial divided by these. S is repeating 4 times, I is repeating 2 times, and N is repeating 2 times. Now see, between them there are 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on up to 11 places. These are 11 places. If we write down A here, then no 2 A's will come together, because there is always one letter already present between these places, right? So these are in total 11 places, from which we want only 3 places, right, to write down 3 A's. We want only 3 places. So out of 11, select 3 places which can be done in 11C 3 ways. See why I am writing C here and not P, because the letters which we want to write in these 11 places is A only, because all the 3 letters are A only. There will be no permutation, right? Therefore I am using C here, right? So the probability that no two A's are together, these are the favorable outcomes. Total outcomes we have already calculated, which is this. When you will solve it, you will get the answer as 15/26. Now question number 15th is, a card is drawn from a deck of 52 cards. Find the probability of getting a king or a heart or a red card. So we have to find the union of these 3 events. So let the event A be that the card is a heart card. Event B is that the card is king, and the event C is that the card is a red color card. Okay. So probability of A will be, as there are out of 52 13 heart cards, therefore probability of A will be 1/4. Probability of B, there are 4 king out of 52, so probability of B is this. Probability of C, now there are 26 red cards, so out of 52 26 are red, so probability of C is 1/2. Now probability of A intersection B, that is the card should be of the heart suit and also it is a king. Now there is only one king which is of the suit heart, so probability of A intersection B will be 1/52. Now probability of B intersection C, that is the card is a king and also the red card. Now there are 4 kings, out of which 2 are of red color and 2 are of black color. So probability of B intersection C will be 2 cards which are king and also of the red color, right, out of 52. Okay, probability of A intersection C, that is heart cards and red cards. Now the suit heart is of red color only, therefore all the heart cards are the red cards. So 13/52, which is equal to 1/4. And probability of intersection of all of these 3 events. Now there is 1 out of 26 red cards, there are 13 heart cards, and out of those 13 heart cards there is only one king. So the intersection of all of these 3 events will be 1/52. Now because they have asked the probability of either a king or a heart or a red card, which is probability of A union B union C. So the formula is probability of A plus probability of B plus probability of C minus probability of intersection of 2 events at a time plus probability of intersection of all the 3 events, right? So the answer will be 7/13. Now question number 17th, C part is same as question number 15th. In this you have to draw a single card and tell the probability of, if it is a king, 9 of heart or 3 of spades. So first of all let the event A be as a king, B be as 9 of heart and C be as 3 of spade, right? So probability of A will be 4/52. Probability of B will be, there is only one card which is 9 of heart, that is probability of will be 1/52, and probability of C will also be 1/52 because there is only one card which is 3 of spade, right? Now intersection of any 2. See, if we take intersection of any 2 events, it will be 5. Why? Because either the card will be king or it will be 9. Either the card will be 9 or it will be 3. Either the card will be king or it will be 3. So there is no intersection between these 3 events, right? Also if we take all the 3 events together, that is probability of A intersection B intersection C, that is also 0, right? Because there is no intersection between any of these 3 cards, so there will be no intersection between all of these 3 events. So probability of A union B union C will be probability of A plus probability of B plus probability of C, right? So the answer will be 3/26. So your homework for today is that you have to complete question 11 to 17th.